To another episode of the Lovers and Friends Podcast, Dating and Marriage God's Way.
Lovers and friends, welcome to another Kingdom Reality production, episode 5 of our Intimacy Intimacy series for season 4.
Yes.
Babe, shall we let them know?
Let them know. Give them the disclaimer before we start this episode.
Oh my goodness. So y'all, this is a reality production, and the reality of this episode is your girl had on these very pretty and long earrings that kept click-clacking on my microphone, all right, during this recording. So y'all please forgive us in advance and just hang tight in there with us. Stay locked in, stay connected. There's a lot of information coming through on dating and marriage God's way on this episode, all right? So stay tuned, stay locked in. Hang on in there with us, y'all. And this is gonna be a good one. Y'all ready?
Y'all ready? Let's go.
Let's go. Excited to have with us today, aren't we, babe?
Yes.
None other than the Armstrong Lovas.
What?
Kevin and Michelle.
If y'all don't know, y'all should know. You should ask somebody who this couple is.
Yes.
Very anointed and very powerful. So
yes.
welcome, Armstrong Lovas.
Welcome.
Happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
Yes. We're excited to share and exchange with the two of you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
long time coming.
all that y'all have to share about marriage ministry. We know marriage ministry is dear to your hearts as well. So yeah. So we're excited.
Yeah, we're excited to have y'all. So we want y'all to get ready for what they're about to pour out, what they're about to share.
Yes.
They look all comfy, cozy on the couch, but trust me, they not shy. They gonna give y'all some smoke.
Oh, they gonna break it down.
They'll give y'all some smoke.
They gonna break it down.
Like we do in all these podcasts, is we want to get to know each individual couple, who they are.
Yes.
So, Armstrong Lovas.
Yes.
Can you tell us how long y'all been married and who are y'all as far as a married couple? Who are the Armstrong Lovers and how long have y'all been married?
Yes.
Well, we've been married for 8 years. We just celebrated our 8th year anniversary.
Ooh.
8 years?
Yes.
Come
When?
on, 8
What
years.
month?
June.
Okay.
June 3rd.
All right.
And
Congrats.
we've been together for
2 weeks. We say 2.
All right.
Okay.
All
starting
right.
already.
Already.
We say 2 weeks because we don't know when we officially started dating. We were best friends before we got married.
Okay.
And it just happened. Somehow we just transitioned from friends into lovers into.
I love that.
Yeah. So.
I love that.
So y'all been married 8 years. Beautiful. Any grandchildren, children that y'all have in this marriage union?
So we do not have any children together.
Okay.
We're a blended family. We have a total of 7 kids. I have 4. She has 3.
Okay.
We have a total of 4 granddaughters, no grandsons yet.
Amazing.
And the kids are from, well, not kids, but they're young adults.
Yes.
The youngest is 20 and the oldest is 30.
Really?
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yes, and so congrats again on your 8
congrats
years
on the
of
8
marriage. 8 being the number of new beginnings.
That's correct.
Absolutely.
So this is it.
Yeah,
This is a whole new beginning for the Armstrong Lovers.
Armstrong
We
Lovers.
declare that.
Yeah.
And let's not forget about Teddy now, my Teddy baby.
Did we
He's a
forget
part of
about
the family too.
Teddy.
Yes, the fur baby.
The fur
Teddy
baby.
is 7.
7. He's going to be 8
No,
this month.
he'll be 7 this year. I think he'll be 7.
7.
Yeah, I think it's his 7th birthday coming up in July.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Okay.
So he'll be 7.
7 years.
That's our dog. He's a Shorkie.
Shorky.
Shorty.
He's a
Cutest dog.
cutie.
He's a cutie.
I love him to life.
So what makes y'all uniquely you? What makes y'all marriage uniquely y'all? The Armstrong Lovas. What makes y'all unique?
Who are the
Armstrong?
Beautiful wife speak.
Well, I think what makes us unique is that we never could imagine that we'd be together. We knew each other.
Never could imagine y'all been together. Is that what? Really?
Absolutely. We knew each
Wow.
other. We were both, when we first met, we were both married
Okay.
with children to some other people.
Wow. Okay.
And
I had no interest in her.
I had no interest in him. We just knew each other.
Okay.
And I just could not imagine that we would be together. I was into my husband. He was into his wife. And then he moved to North Carolina, went through a divorce.
Okay.
And then years later, I went through a divorce. We reconnected.
Wow.
Never would have imagined.
He tricked me at a wedding.
What?
So,
Caught me.
What?
So. Here we go. I guess you should go into how
Okay.
to meet them, right?
Okay, so here we go.
So is this how y'all?
That's it.
We need to go. We need to
Had
go.
on an almost white suit.
So
That's where we were going.
right.
So.
So the reason why she could never imagine being with somebody because I was out of reach for her. That's why.
You were what?
I was out of reach.
Out of reach.
I was
Out of
definitely above and was out of reach for her. Yeah.
So how did y'all
That's
meet?
hilarious.
Then? So how did y'all meet then?
You said at a
Officially
wedding?
met? At a wedding? That's how
No,
y'all
we
met?
actually met in church.
So y'all
Okay.
did
Yeah,
meet
we
in church.
met in
We met in
church.
church.
Yeah, we were in the same church for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we reconnected at a wedding.
Oh, you
Really?
reconnected.
So you
at a wedding.
reconnected at the
At a wedding.
Right.
Oh,
And he
wow.
tricked me
Hmm.
and caught me and wouldn't let me go.
A love
So
story.
here it goes.
There it is.
Okay,
A
so
love
that's her version.
story.
Yeah.
Wow. What's your version?
What's your
Kat?
version?
Okay.
No, she tripped somehow and fell and because I couldn't have her fall on my cream suede shoes.
Come on, sir.
Because that's that white family.
There you go.
And we don't play.
We don't play. I can't
With that white.
Listen,
Can't play with that
I don't
white.
even walk across the grass and
No, that's right.
So
Right.
if she'd have fell, she'd have hit the shoes and
And that would have been a problem. That would have been tragic.
catch her.
So y'all met in church.
Met in church.
So what was that like when you so you saw her and you just instantly was like, okay.
When we first met?
Yeah, when you first met.
No, we were married to other
We
people.
were married to other people.
So, but y'all was married to other people,
Right.
But y'all still knew. Did y'all know each other at that time or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Our kids played together growing up.
Get
Our
out.
kids
So-
are like a year, 2 years
Yeah,
apart
so
from each other.
we were friends. Like we became.
So y'all knew each other.
Yeah, so we became friends. Like over the years, we became friends, and then after he went through his divorce and I went through my divorce, we
Y'all
just
just
became
became-
really good friends.
Gotcha.
Like,
We were doing stuff with the kids.
Gotcha.
yeah, we were doing stuff with our kids together. I started dating. He started stalking me
Wow.
when I would go on my dates.
Wow.
Really?
And I introduced.
Wow.
I would introduce him to some people, and he just was like,
It just sounds like Kevin may have a
Okay.
different version. I don't know.
I get it.
We weren't
Definitely.
talking.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was trying to-
Speak out.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
I was trying to connect
It's
the
coming.
dots, like, okay, let me connect the dots. Like, okay,
I mean-
so that's
but,
makes sense.
but we were friends for a long
Okay.
time, and it
Okay.
just kind of,
Gotcha. I'm there now.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Y'all storyline is funny already.
Wow.
I love it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to get a little deeper into our conversation this evening.
Yeah.
And we're going to start talking about how family dynamics influence and shape our views on intimacy. So, as you all know, LFP's, core mission is to explore how we unknowingly repeat cycles of dysfunctions from our family of origin, from our upbringing, and then many times bring those cycles unresolved, unhealed, or what have you into our marriages and our dating relationships. And so, I can definitely recall in my own life, in my own upbringing, in my childhood, not really seeing the best or the healthiest of marriage examples on intimacy, right? And then, of course, as I, grew older into my young adulthood, I started to really become aware. Like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And so, as you two reflect on your upbringing and your family of origin, can you speak to healthy or unhealthy marriage dynamics that you may have witnessed, and how did that shape your views on marriage and intimacy present day?
Okay. So I was raised primarily by a single mother. So my dad was not around. So my mother was the one who poured a lot into me. I wasn't a mama's boy, but she poured like good core values into me. And certain things I didn't understand while they were happening, but when I became an adult, I did understand. I understood them then. Like, oh, I sound like my mom. I'm like, oh wow. Now I see what she meant.
Gotcha.
And I see that cycle repeated even with my children.
Right.
Things happen and be like, oh, now I see it. Things like I was 21 years old, working a full-time job, but I had a curfew as long as I lived home. But that was with that curfew, that was to make sure that I kept my job.
Gotcha.
It was up to me. I would have stayed out all night long.
Right.
Right.
But that shaped me as far as being responsible to be in on time,
Right.
to get to work on time and things like that.
Yeah.
And I can say for me, it's funny because I grew up in a 2-parent household. I was raised by my dad and my stepmother. And I grew up in a devout Jehovah's Witness household.
Wow.
So I was saying to one of my friends, we actually talked about this today. I said, it's funny because I always thought my dad was like the perfect man. Like he went to work, his wife stayed home. And I said, I always thought, we talk about this often. Like, I always say I'm traditional. Like I had a traditional.
Gotcha.
But then when I think about it, who said it was right? Because they were following a book that said the man do this and then, because she said, well, was your dad, was he argumentative and was he, and I'm like, started thinking like, well, wait a minute. He was never home. He worked a lot. Like, and I started thinking like, wow, like, you see things and we say this all the time, like just because we have a pattern that, we see something growing up.
Yes.
We think it might be right, but who's to say that that's how it's supposed to, like you always say, we have a page where we grew up on, like it's your page and my page, but we need to now create our own page.
Absolutely.
So like, it just hit me out of the blue, and I was just sharing with my friend today, and I was just saying, it's so funny how the quote unquote traditional 1980s dad was. Like it was a 2-parent household, but he wasn't home. He would work from sunrise to sunset. And when he come home, with dad said, what? Did mom have a say?
Right.
Like what she, it looked right on paper, but what really happened behind closed doors? Was there intimacy? Was there,
exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in all honesty, people don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
That's it.
No.
That's it.
My mom got married again when I was a teenager. So then it was a 2-parent household. But, if they argued, I wouldn't always know because, people, they close the door.
That's a good thing.
Exactly.
That's a good thing.
And we had to go down in the basement when they argued. We couldn't, we didn't hear the arguments. Like, we don't know what
So people will say, oh, well, I didn't grow up around this. My parents never argued.
Yeah.
If they never had a disagreement, might have been something dysfunctional. They didn't care to talk to each other about anything.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dysfunctional as well.
Yeah, because you see, when you don't see, you don't think that it exists.
Exactly.
Because even in my household, I never saw my parents ever argue. I seen them sometimes walk by each other and be like, that's different. But, I never saw them argue. So that was foreign when I would go to other people's houses and their parents are yelling at each other. I was like, yo, what is this? This is crazy. It made me feel some type of way. But those different dynamics, man, when you see those different dynamics, you be like, wow, how I live makes me feel a little, I feel comfortable. Wow, this is a safe space, right?
Safe place.
It's a safe place. And I'm thinking, wow, this is how it should always look like. because this is what I'm used to.
Exactly.
But when I go outside and see something different, I'm like, wow, that's different.
Right.
You know? So, I get it.
Yeah, it's amazing that intimacy has an inheritance. Marriage has an inheritance.
For sure.
What we learned and even what we didn't learn.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right? That's going to filter.
What we think we're doing, what we think we're bringing.
Yeah.
You know, what we think we're bringing. We think, who says that this is, like you always say, who said that that's how it's supposed to be?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Is that what you always say to me? Is that what you always did? Like, and I'm like, well, I think it's what I like, but you know, this is what I always did. Maybe it means I need to, you know, tweak some things sometimes. You know,
Breaking the cycle.
There's a good movie that was recommended to us. It's a movie called The Story of Us.
That sounds familiar.
Bruce Willis is in it. It's an older movie, but there's a particular scene, and we actually refer people to that particular scene. They're having a rough time in their marriage, and they're really about to go through divorce. They send their kids to camp, and they're dealing with the breakup. And there's a scene before they decide to split up, where they're in bed together, and as they're having this conversation, their parents appear in the bed. So on her side, her mom appears. And on his side, his dad appears, then her dad, then his mom. And then
so it's a generational stuff.
Right. So what they're saying is what they grew up with. Yeah. And that's what's causing the problem.
But they both realized it at that moment. And it's like, wait a minute, this is not even us. This is what was poured into us.
Yeah.
What's the name of that movie?
The Story of Us.
Oh, I have to watch that.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It sounds familiar. But
I have to watch that. Well, it's the entire reason why we do this podcast and why God is developing a marriage ministry out of this podcast. It's, when we have seen so many things in our families and in our friends, divorce, separation, God began to grieve our hearts and break our hearts for what was breaking his. And that's when we began to understand, okay, marriage ministry is what you want for us. And then, even taking it further as far as, the dysfunctions that some of us have seen in our upbringing to begin to break that and focus in on that, get the awareness and begin to now break it intentionally to understand that you may be bringing some unresolved pain, trauma, just some dysfunctional cycles into your marriage. And that is now, affecting the temperature of your marriage and the health of your marriage. So that's a big reason why we do what we do here now. So it's amazing the awareness that comes out of it, and it's still coming, and it's never a mountaintop with the white flag. It's a journey. So you're always constantly finding something else that, okay, I need to break that. I haven't gotten to that mile marker yet, but now I'm there.
A safe space sometimes is a familiar space.
Yes.
Like, so it was easy to revert back to the place that you know because it feels safe.
Yeah.
Right?
Even if it wasn't healthy.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
The biggest dysfunction that a person may have is not accepting the fact that they have some dysfunction.
Thank you.
And pointing it at their spouse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's key.
Absolutely. Awareness is key.
That's key.
Awareness is key.
Yeah. You gotta be open to it.
You have to.
You gotta be open to it. So,
moving on.
As we get deeper into
we could be on that for all day. That's my topic. Breaking them cycles.
I want to ask the question because we hear the word intimacy a lot of times, and a lot of times we think intimacy is about the physical. A lot of times. Can you break down the misconceptions that we have a lot of times about intimacy just being the physical? You know what I mean? Can you break it down on what that looks like? Because people just think intimacy is, I gotta touch it, or it's just making love all the time. And a lot of times that's not just what it is.
Yeah.
So
that's one of many misconceptions.
Yeah, it's one of the misconceptions.
Well, you want to go over there?
I'll start this one. Intimacy isn't just sex.
Absolutely.
Right.
And that's probably the number one thing to remember. And also that together we make love. And I'll say this and people think it's about the physical act, but what I'm saying is no, together we make
Right.
I like that.
Come on, sir.
That's strong.
It's important to remember that. Don't get me wrong, sex is great.
Right.
So that's right. One of the greatest gifts God has given us.
Sure.
Thank you, God.
Right.
Absolutely.
He said, "Thank you, God."
Yeah, thank you, God. Thank you, God.
And we bless him.
Yeah, we
bless him.
But it's not. There's intimacy. There can be intimacy in that, but that's not
right.
all of it.
All of intimacy. Right.
Right.
That's good.
Elaborate on it?
No, I was gonna say, piggybacking off of that, I think that's great because the physical part, as far as sex, is a moment, right?
Yeah.
Not saying a moment like as in the but it's a temporary thing. So when that's done, you have 24 hours in a day. So what leaves
That's true.
the rest of your day?
Come on.
We got like 20 hours left.
Okay, 20 hours.
No.
Oh, is it like
No. It's a moment. No, not a moment.
It's important to have that connection because if that's all it's about,
yeah.
and then you go through other aspects of, stuff like ailments or like some of the other things. I know we're going to get to that point, but if that's all it's about, and then what happens when that part can't happen?
Right.
What happens
So,
when that part can't happen?
And it's important to have intimacy because I think it makes you know that that's your person.
That's good.
Like,
That's
so
good.
like sometimes, like keeping it 100%.
Yes.
There's times when we get on each other's nerves, right?
Same.
And I don't want to talk to him or he don't want to talk to me because we get on each other's nerves. But even with that, I need that intimacy. So I'll still call him because it's routine for me, right? We leave the house. I think I leave a few minutes before you. I leave most mornings I leave at 6:30 and I think he leaves at about 6:45. That's my car ride conversation.
Gotcha.
So we talk the whole way to work.
Yeah.
And then throughout the day, we probably talk on the phone 5 or 6 times. So I'll know he's feeling a certain way about me if I only get one call throughout the day.
Right.
Or like 2 calls. But at least I've made,
Right.
I'm just saying intimacy is deeper than just the physical.
Yeah.
Even if it's just, the having somebody to spill a little bit of stress or just, getting something made me mad. Like it could be something that, especially with women, because we're so emotional.
We are.
We could talk we could vent about the same thing 50,000 times a day. But just having that person that's tired of hearing it and like, listen, we're gonna talk about this all day. But just knowing that I have you, knowing that I have you there, that's intimacy.
Pray the Lord.
That's brother in prayer.
Right, that's intimacy. That's
communication. The freedom. When you're not intimate with somebody who you're not intimate with, your conversation is more guarded. You hold back a lot.
Yes.
But when you have that intimacy and the closeness, then your walls are able to come down. You're able to share things.
Yeah.
Things from your past.
Absolutely.
That you may not have even shared for years with them, but then you get to a point of intimacy where you're able to share that. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
It might be, you're able to share that.
Wow.
The closeness to sometimes finish each other's sentences is a form of intimacy.
That's true.
That's it.
Right,
That's
because
true.
you really understand what this person is thinking, or
They're so in tune with each other.
Right, knowing that person. Like sometimes I'll say to her, "Hey, you don't know about it because you don't ask enough." And it goes back to one time we played a game where it was Michelle, my daughter, and myself, and we're asking questions. I was asking questions, and my daughter got more questions right than she did.
And she had them longer than me.
Wow.
Right, and I actually felt some kind of way about it. But I'd be like, you should know these things, but you don't get to know me as well. That's how I felt.
Right.
Okay.
And intimacy, you really get to know a person.
Yeah.
You're not gonna remember everything about them,
Right.
but you'll know more than you did when you weren't in an intimate relationship.
And it also allows you to get to know what a person is not saying. When a person is not well, or when a person is, because so many times we mask, right? I'm feeling great, but when you're intimacy, when you have that type of bond with somebody, even when links are missing, they just automatically,
you really
you know something is not right. Like, he said it to me recently. Come on, we got to go to the. I'm like, no, I don't need to go to the hospital. He's like, pack your bag. We're going. I'm like, I'm great. I'm fine. And wow. So it's like it's like something that just. It's a circle without no gaps in it.
That's good.
And that's the goal.
Good. That's the goal.
I think that's the challenge a lot of times when people try to, when you're in an intimacy relationship, it's like things that can bother you and you could just cut it off and just be like, I don't want to be involved. But when you're intimate with your spouse, that's when you lean in more. To find out, okay, what's going on with you today? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being, she's just having a bad day, keep it moving. But intimacy keeps pursuing, you know what I'm saying? And
asking the right questions.
And asking the right questions, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, you could feel the energy, you could feel the climate when something is shifting. The thing is, don't ignore it. You know what I'm saying? The thing is to, babe, what's really going on with you today? Why did you have this? What's going on with you today? I saw your tone was off. What's going on? I think those are the things that we, sometimes as men, and it's challenging because a lot of times I could just be in my mode and be like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? But to be able to dive in and see what's actually going on with her, and vice versa, her with me. It's like, that's intimacy. Is always pursuing and always checking and see what's going on a lot of times.
And I think you just kind of went right into where I would like to go next as far as, how our schedules and, just life be lifing. And like how demands of life, how it just is kind of consuming and all those things. But, to ask the right questions is really a good starting place on how you prioritize intimacy and are intentional about intimacy. So even with all of life's demands and how sometimes life can be distracting, what did the two of you do to intentionally cultivate intimacy amidst the demands and the schedules of life?
I think for us, we've always set times where one of the things that we did was started the small group, right?
Nice.
And then we made that time.
Come on.
And set them rules up. Like when we do our date night, we're not, this is intentional. We have a date night. We're not talking about kids. We're not talking about work. We're not talking about bills. We're not going to be on our phones. We're just going to make this time. We know that this is our date night.
Yeah.
We're not talking about problems.
We're not talking about problems.
Wow.
And we did that with the group, and we did it also outside of group.
That's good.
I know we a lot is going on now. We have to definitely get back into just doing it for ourselves.
Gotcha.
Yes.
One of the other things that we've always done, especially with the kids when they were younger, we would do like a week with them and then a week with us
for vacation.
Come on.
Like just because we're gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
there's too many of them, and their issues became our issues. If we by ourselves we were cool, but then they gave us the problem. Like,
wow.
It's about to get deep, okay? It's about to get deep, okay?
If we leave them alone, we cool. Right. So that's what we started doing, So just,
Wow.
Kids. Kids are gonna be kids.
They will.
And kids want what benefits them.
Absolutely.
Whatever they want. So it doesn't matter what it may cost you financially, emotionally, physically, your relationship. They still want what they want.
That's true.
They're selfish.
That's
so
true.
If your relationship is destroyed, but they feel like they got what they wanted, out of whatever the situation may have been, then they feel okay about it.
Wow.
Be right.
Right.
So we have to remember.
Yes.
Not to let that falter.
Yes.
Go to the wayside.
That's good.
Intentionally.
And one of the things, like he said, they know that if he responds, I'm going to feel a certain way, or vice versa. They knew.
Yeah.
They knew.
Right.
Yeah. They knew. Because, we sit back and we talk about the mistakes that we made early on.
Yeah.
But they knew. Or with the boys, my son, he knew if mom gets upset, then it's a wrap. Like they it's a cut, or vice versa. I think you can
elaborate on what you mean, because people may not understand that.
Okay, so for example, if he had to say something to one of my children, right? They knew that if they came back to me and said he said something, that it would draw a wedge between us, or vice versa.
Wow.
So we had to. One day we realized that, like I said, they were the problem.
Yeah.
I got it.
It took us a long time to realize that. But it killed intimacy. It really did, because it became like what we saw happening to us. We became me and mine, and you and yours. And
get out.
At the end of the day, we would be at odds with each other, and the kids would be tight.
Yeah.
All the kids were fine. They were tight with each other.
Y'all got the issues down.
Mission accomplished.
So we realized that. Wait a minute.
Wow.
We got this backwards. We need to be the circle. Put them in a circle together, and we tight.
Yeah.
So what we started doing was saying, after we had to sit them down, I co-sign with what he's saying, and I co-sign with what she's saying. They're like, wait.
And that became a big thing. And I think
United Front.
For us, having to say that to our kids was hard at first, because we would have a conversation, and I'd be like, "You got something you want to add on to it?" Or they can. She wears her feelings on her sleeve, so if she's not in agreement,
they can tell.
They can tell.
Yeah.
And
you only say that because he told you to say it.
and although
funny.
what might be being said to them is right, but because we don't want to hurt our children's feelings, then we don't agree with the other person, or we, at least in front of them, act like we're not in agreement with the other person, so they don't think that we turned on them.
Gotcha.
But that's not what it's supposed to be. Your marriage is supposed to come first.
Yeah.
And everything else comes after that. So if your marriage is in order, and it's easier for the house to be in order. But when your marriage is not in order, it's hard for the house to be in order, because if my kids feel like they can do whatever they want and they stand behind me, and if her kids feel like they can do whatever they want and stand behind her, then the house is out of order, and your marriage will definitely be out of order.
That's true.
And then when the kids grow up and leave, your marriage is still out of order, and your marriage is nothing.
And that's important. That's very
deep.
important.
That's heavy.
And a lot of people break up.
They break up.
Do.
And I'm going to say,
do.
one of the things that we
That's
had
heavy.
to learn is the age that the child is, when you get together with that blended family, they're double that age when they start to accept the marriage. So when we heard that, I'm like, man.
They're double the age.
Yeah, so if your child is 10, they're going to be 20.
When y'all get married, they're going to be 20.
When they start to really, and when we heard that, we're like, do we want to do this?
Wow.
But like Kevin said, it's important to get it right then, because we're almost empty nesters now. So if you don't get it right, what are you going to do when it's just you two?
That's it.
Like, what are you
going to do?
Wow.
We're looking like,
Y'all
want a kid? Yes, y'all want a kid? Because, I'm enjoying
Teddy.
You just want Teddy. Okay.
Teddy, yo.
It's like, you enjoy having just the two of you in a house.
Yeah.
You can just lay around and just watch movies and,
And when you have kids there, it's important that you do it the right way, because understand your kids are still learning from you.
Yeah.
Right? So if you do it the right way, they may be in a relationship where they're a blended family.
That's true.
But you have opportunity to give them the great example if you do it right.
Right. That's
true.
true.
Wrong.
If you do it right.
If you do it right. If you do it right. If you do it the right way.
Yeah.
And we were not doing it right in the beginning. We really weren't.
Absolutely
it
not.
took years for us to really realize that.
Yeah.
But then once we started doing it right, things kind of fell in line. And And like I said, you're giving that example to them because when they grow up, it's no guarantee that they're not going to be in a blended family of some type.
Right.
That's it.
Right. The other person might have a child. Well, then I had a great example at home on how to handle that situation. Where to say something or where not to say something. Or, hey, that's the man in the house. So, yeah, definitely. I might be used to listening to my mom.
Yeah.
But if I say what my mom said, and that man says, I don't care what your mom said.
Right.
For example, how did I feel as a kid, but now as an adult, when it's said to me, well, my mom said, or my dad said, how am I supposed to handle that?
Yeah.
Well, now I saw how it was handled, so now I know
There you go.
how to do it the right way.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it.
And essentially what you're doing is you're talking about going back to the first question, how the family dynamics shape and influence even your children. So even if they saw something dysfunctional at first, mom and dad are human, but they fixed that thing. They flipped it. They broke that cycle, and now they're showing us a new way.
Absolutely.
Right? And I believe the kids will always remember that. It'll stay with them.
Absolutely.
It'll stay with them.
Changes things.
Absolutely.
It definitely changes things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're growing up. It's funny because you could be in a family and be in a family that don't have it all, and you figure that when I grow up, my kids is gonna get everything. And that's not always the healthy thing because you're like, oh, I grew up like this. I didn't grow up the richest. I didn't grow up in a wealthy family. But then when we get together with the kids, when I have kids, now I'm gonna give them all the presents they want, give them everything they need, everything, they want, this, that, and the third. But then you still lack relationship with your children. You know what I'm saying? So you did all that for naught because now the things that really matter is your children want relationship with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes we miss that. Sometimes parents miss that because we were raised a certain way. And now we turn that thinking, well, I'm going to do this. But it's still, at the end of the day, our children still suffer from what intimacy looks like, what relationship looks like. So y'all did bring up some of the challenges with the children, with the kids growing up. And that affected y'all intimacy. Were there any other things that affected it just other than the children, or was that just a big staple of that the domino kind of fell with the children? Like, was there any other intimacy issues that y'all had, any challenges other than the children?
I think just the kids. Because I think as far as the outside parents, I think we kind of were on the same page with that, right?
Okay.
I don't think they didn't come between us.
That's good, because that could be a beast.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there were times when they tried,
they tried.
And then we got that part right.
I think what made the core of it is that we had friendship first.
That's good.
But as far as the kids, see, we were friends. I mean, the kids played together because, their parents were friends. But they didn't ask to be in this relationship. Like, they came with us.
Right.
So, but as far as the outside parents, they tried. But, we were pretty much always on the same page with handling them.
Gotcha. So when did y'all realize enough was enough when y'all was having the challenges with the kids, kind of like taking the sides? And then when did y'all finally said, okay, did it take years for that? Did it take months? Or how did this whole thing where y'all was just like, listen?
It took years.
Did it really take years?
It really did take years. I think, Puerto Rico? I think what may have been one of the there were multiple turning points. I think what may have been one of the turning points was Puerto Rico. We were on our anniversary in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And we were having a conversation. And I'm a visual person. So when I talk, sometimes I like to have objects in front of me.
Got you.
This is this.
Got you.
So I put all the stuff on the bed, and I was like, this is this, this is this, this is this, this is this, this is this. And I was like, sometimes it's me that's causing the problem. Sometimes it's you that's causing the problem. Sometimes it's both of us causing the problem. And sometimes it's neither one of us, but it causes a problem. And then I think she saw it visually, what I had been saying, and then when she was able to see it, I think it started to really come together.
I think it was because we were doing communication cards.
Really?
We were doing communication cards. Like we were I think somebody maybe gave it to us as an anniversary gift. So we're like, let's take it with us on a trip. And it might have been one of the questions, I don't know, but we actually saw, and when he said that, it like it clicked. Like, wait a minute, if we didn't have if we didn't have this outside influence, which is them people, those people that we made, right?
Them people that we made.
We cool. If it was just the two of us, right? And we started off, let's say, in our 20s.
Yeah.
Without them, we'd be perfect.
You'd be good.
Almost perfect. Almost.
No, because I'm a couple years older than her. So when I was 20, she was 12. So no. Well, I would have dated her back then. No. I'd be in jail. Hello, no.
But I think that's when we realized it, and we said we got to come for action plan against them, because they crazy.
Wow.
I mean, there's different. You asked about what can interrupt your intimacy. There are just life in general can interrupt it if you allow it.
If
you're not intentional, like she said, if you're not intentional about certain things, if you're not focused on certain things, if you're not on guard and protecting your marriage from certain things.
That's good.
Those things can
come on, bro.
Those things can interrupt the intimacy in your marriage. Like I said, we're not just talking about the physical part.
Right.
You know, and we can interrupt our own intimacy.
Yes.
And you know, when we talked about communication being one of the strongest forms of intimacy, you know, the closer you get to your spouse, the more open you are to them, which means then you're revealing more to them. As time goes on. So
that's good.
When I say that we can ruin intimacy ourselves, what happens sometimes is you get into a disagreement and you bring up what that person shared with you in intimacy, and you use that as ammunition to throw it up in your face.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, that is one of the
when it was used to be vulnerable. It was a moment of vulnerability.
They reveal something to you, and then you turn it around and weaponize it.
Weaponize it.
And use it against them. Now,
teaching.
That's
it. You may not even, and may not realize it, or you may realize it. But in your moment of anger, not care. That's why you have to guard your tongue when you're angry.
You do.
We will say things sometimes, and it really hurts the person because you violated their trust.
Wow.
You violated the boundaries of your intimacy. So now you've chipped away at your relationship. And people hold on to that. They love you and all that. But that feeling takes a long time to go away. Back in their mind, they remember that. And then you do it again. And again. And then you're wondering, like, well, why are they acting like this right here? Or why are they not talking to me? Or why are they not responding to me? That's why, because what they've said to you, you weaponize it.
That's true.
So many times they don't even want to tell you. Things.
That's good.
Repeat that stuff. And like I said, one of the things is realizing that we have that dysfunction in ourselves.
Realizing the awareness.
That's real.
The awareness.
100%.
Weaponizing is that's a real weapon, bro. Like when you speak something, it hits different. Like if somebody says something out there, but when my spouse says something, it just hits different. And that's a lot of times what a lot of people we're intimate with, because it's like those wounds are hard to heal.
Oh my God!
Right.
But I think even with that being said, if we know we're supposed to be intimate with our spouse, we have to, when we talk about being aware, right?
Yes.
If we know that we're wounded, we have to be aware that we're wounded.
That's true.
So that we can heal. Because how can we continue intimacy? We can't have an open wound, just like a physical illness. If I'm physically ill and I don't heal my body, how am I going to be any good for you? So vice versa. If you know that you're wounded, you have to, like you said earlier, open up and share.
That's right.
Like open up and share so that we can work on it. So we can, our intimacy cannot pull apart, but to grow.
Yes,
right. And evolve. Absolutely.
That's good.
Those are important things.
That is.
And it makes, if it's somebody that you love, it makes it, it's easy. It should be easier to forgive somebody that you love.
Yeah.
You can still, it don't mean that you gotta open it to just start spilling again.
Right.
But let's work on it so we can get back to the place of,
Yeah.
Right, which we talked about intimacy at one of our things. I mean, not intimacy, forgiveness.
Forgiveness, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
We have to practice and learn to forgive our spouses.
Yeah.
A lot of times we can forgive our friends for things very easily. But we have a harder time forgiving our spouse.
That's true.
For those same things. And then we went really deep with it. And we said, not because someone asked a question, well, they got to rebuild trust. Well, what if a spouse has an affair? What if they have a child? Is a production of that affair.
Right.
How do you forgive that? How do you forgive your spouse when they took money out of your out of your joint savings account for your retirement and invested on something and didn't tell you and it fell through?
Jesus. Right.
How do you forgive those things? Well, forgiveness is continuous.
Yeah.
In the same way God forgives us.
It's continuous.
Right. The same way God forgives us, we have to learn to forgive our spouses.
Yeah.
And we're flesh, so we gotta practice and practice.
Practice.
You gotta practice, and you can't keep pulling that weapon out every time you get angry. Because if I say I'm forgiving you, then I can't keep pulling this card out and saying, well, you did
remember
this.
When, right?
And then I got my wall up because of this.
That pride wall be a beast.
It is.
That pride wall be like.
But it kills intimacy.
It does.
It's an intimacy killer.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, the enemy is so slick because you could be having a perfect moment, right?
Yeah.
And it takes the outside influence to talk about it, bring it up, and now instantly like that, they gone and then you mad.
Yeah,
right?
Just like that.
Just like that. And you're like, what happened?
Right.
Just they just dropped the they just dropped the, what we used to call them, live wire. They dropped the live wire of a memory of something, and it,
sparked it up.
Sparked it up.
That's really what
sparked it
happened.
up.
Yeah, that devil don't play fair.
No, he don't play fair.
For sure.
And that forgiveness piece is key.
Major.
And I think a lot of people act like you have to feel. A lot of times you're not going to feel it.
No.
You just have to do it.
It's
and
a
the more
decision.
you do it, the more it becomes more freeing.
Yes.
And the other person has to to stop doing things.
Correct.
Where you have to forgive them because it's a learned habit, and we don't always exercise that forgiveness muscle as quickly as we need to.
Yes.
That's true.
So I'm trying to think of just give something vague. If you're, I don't know, if you're always doing something, if you're always interrupting your mate, and I'll say to my wife sometimes, well, let me ask you a question. You just interrupted me with what I was saying. You told me why you disagree with it. So if we're at church, and if Bishop says something, and you don't agree with it, do you interrupt him? Hey, no. See, and that's being real. And she said, well, no. I said,
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, right, but you don't. So we pick and choose.
Right.
Like if you're in a business meeting at work and everybody, okay, well, let's discuss your performance. You're not going to interrupt them. You let your boss finish out.
Yeah.
But we do that with our spouses all the time. So is that a matter of respect, or is that just us doing what we want to do?
I think it boils down to the familiarity.
Comfortable.
Sometimes we're too familiar.
You're comfortable with
familiarity.
Yeah.
And the type of relationship that you have with that person. Also, a lot of times that is key as well.
And 100%. We do it to each other.
Yeah, we do.
We do it to each other.
Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
We want it, but we do it to each other. That's the truth being told.
Yeah. We do.
I'm familiar with you. You're familiar with me.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I've read several.
I don't interrupt you.
I've read several. I had to work on interrupting him. Lord have mercy.
It's a learn. It takes practice.
Communication skills.
It's a learned habit to let a person finish speaking.
Yes.
And to listen, not to listen to respond.
Right.
And jump on certain words.
Right.
Well, they talked about that last night on podcast.
That's good. You're not really listening.
Yeah.
When I already got something in the chamber for you.
Right.
And
you focus on the one thing you didn't like, and that's what you want to talk about. But what about the message that I try to convey to you? Did you understand that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, you know they're listening when they say, well, what I heard you say was.
And that's the way we're supposed to communicate.
That's how we're supposed to communicate.
But in the heat of the moment, a lot of times that don't come out.
Right.
I know.
That's what happens.
It don't come out.
We got to practice it.
And that's what it is.
And
honestly, if we stay married, we're going to get a lot of practice. There's going to be a lot of moments. A lot of scenarios coming down the pipe. Where we're going to have guys and be like, here's your moment. Let's see what you learned.
Oh, man.
And if you mess up, okay, the test is going to come back around again. That's just how that works.
Right.
So, yeah. But we are still building on our conversation tonight on intimacy. And we were talking earlier about the misconceptions of intimacy. And we kind of honed in on physical intimacy and how that's one of the biggest misconceptions on intimacy is that physical part. Yeah. It's a really big misconception, but let's talk about the different types of intimacy. Physical is one of them. But then you got intellectual intimacy, you got emotional intimacy, and you have spiritual intimacy. Yeah. And spiritual intimacy is where that whole thing begins with Holy Spirit. Right. Mm-hmm. Intimacy begins with Holy Spirit. God is the author and the finisher of the relationship dynamics, marriage, all the things. But physical intimacy beyond sex, right? Mm. Beyond sex. How important is daily touch? For the two of you? Touch. That daily connection.
Come on, sis.
So
beyond sex.
Is that the love language?
Both of our number one.
Okay. Nice.
So I love it because
both of y'all touch.
So but when I had to understand it. I know me because I'm content. Yeah. As long as I'm touching him.
Wow.
And that's very visible right now.
That's good. But I'm always Kevin touches me a lot. Okay. A lot. Like
put it out there on Front Street now.
I'm content as long as I'm touching him. And sometimes I have to remind myself that that's not enough.
Right? Okay.
Especially being perimenopausal.
Okay.
Keeping it real.
Yes, ma'am.
But I am so content. If I'm touching him, I'm happy. If my foot is on him when I'm sleeping, even if I'm hot, I'm happy. If I'm touching, or if I got my back against his, or if I'm I'm always somebody said once they was streaming church and they saw me rubbing his head. Live stream. I don't do it on purpose. I do it because it just, so for both naturally. Of us, it's our number one. Yeah. I think for him, he's probably at 70% and I'm probably at 74. So we're both, it's our number one.
Very close.
Yeah. And then our number two after that is quality time. So
nice.
But but I had to understand it. For us, physical touch is different. For me, this is good. For him, he got to be squeezing and doing all that other stuff that I'm like, can you stop? He's like, nobody gonna know I'm doing it unless you jump. And I'm like,
we have a lot in common.
Sometimes you might want to squeeze in church. You in church, and you squeeze like this. Nobody knows. You
can't do that. But the kids, it's like, don't worry about them kids. I'm like, you cannot be just squeezing and so for me, it's major.
So let me ask you a question. Just a question. So when on them times where y'all are not vibing.
Wow.
As long as I'm touching them.
So even when you're not vibing, you're not touching, is it foreign because y'all are so touchy? And when the times where y'all are not vibing, are y'all still touching each other even during the mad times? Because that can be foreign now because
I'll take this one.
Because now you're so used to touching each other. Now
for me,
it's like a
for
withdrawal.
me, I find a way. I put my
even when you're mad, even when y'all are.
No, she don't. No, she don't.
For me, I say even if my foot is touching them, I'm good. If I'm in the bed,
so you find a way either way.
Yes, that's for me.
I'm like, get your crusty feet.
That's what he says. That's exactly what he says.
She getting little sneak taps.
Right, this one on sleep.
I do. But go ahead.
So one of the things we tell people about being intimate.
You gonna say that
Yeah. I mean, we tell them that even when you're intimacy, and we talk about sex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But not just sex.
Beyond sex.
But beyond sex.
Right.
As well. Fixes a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I say it. Even when you're angry, go have sex or be intimate.
Well,
and let me repeat it. Go have sex or be intimate, because guess what?
I'm listening.
It's kind of hard to be mad
Yeah.
when you're in the middle of that.
That's
So you,
right.
That's why they call it makeup,
right. But even when at your height of anger, hey,
He's
guess
like, you
what?
mad? I'm like, no,
Guess
I'm
what?
not mad. I'm good.
Take
I'm
your
good.
that's when you take your anger out. It's even better. Get on my nerves. You make me sick. Oh yeah. Get on my nerves. I can't stand you right now.
Okay.
Guess what?
Okay.
So no, and people laugh when we talk about it.
Listen.
But guess what? But after
Nugget.
that, you realize, man, problem wasn't even that deep. That was
Right,
stupid.
right,
Like that, you forget. You like, man, that wasn't even that deep. What was that matter? That was stupid.
Wow.
And the closest, first of all,
Yeah.
it's ordained by God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not
Period.
forget that. Let's
That's
not
real
forget
talk.
that.
Right.
That's real talk.
You know,
It's for us.
and
very.
a lot of times people, forget that, and I don't want to. I'm not judging nobody, because she was trying to get me to have sex with her before we got married.
What?
And I was like, can we just hold hands?
And that's what the viewers want to hear.
Right. And I just listened.
Right.
Right. I really wanted a chaperone around us whenever we was out somewhere. So,
After did he say I was raised with the intent to be married?
no, I was raised with the intention to be married. I was raised with the intention to be married. That's how I was raised. And I kept telling her, like, listen, we can hold hands. She kept trying to squeeze me and draw me and all this stuff.
Wow.
Okay. So,
Right.
So serious.
so I was a good boy.
Okay.
But intimacy, when you're intimate, a lot of you realize, they said afterwards, a lot of stuff is not even that deep. It ain't even worth, like, man, like,
Yeah.
so
Good.
so we tell people, when you're mad, go. Now that's the hardest. Kind of like when you have a migraine. It's the hardest time. You don't want it.
Right. Right. When you're in pain, your body's in pain.
But guess what? When you have a headache or have a migraine, those endorphins are released, and it relaxes that tension. Well, same thing with that there.
Come on.
Come on, serotonin.
sir.
Yeah.
There we go.
There
So
it is.
same thing with that there. When you're in a heated argument, how mad you gonna be afterwards?
How mad you gonna be?
After you reach that climax.
That climax, yeah. Ain't no
Right.
Like I
How
said,
mad are you
as
going
long as
to
the
What
foot
we
is
mad
touching,
about?
I'm happy.
Hey, so sometimes when we're mad, sometimes we're mad, I'm going
No,
for
I'm
it.
not mad. I'm like, I'm happy. I'm great.
I'm going for it.
great.
I'm
I
taking
love
it.
you.
I'm taking it. I'm going for it. I'm taking
Taking
it.
it by
She might be
force.
mad. And then she ain't mad after
Taking it
that.
by force.
She ain't mad.
She ain't mad after that.
She gonna fix a plate or something.
Right. Nice.
You want something to drink? Just water? No. Leave me alone. I turn over. Leave me alone. Don't touch me.
That is funny.
Yeah, that's good. That's good though.
But it's the truth.
Yes.
And we actually tell people this.
That's
We
good.
tell them that.
I think we should try that.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
But we develop a
You
new
gonna
one
be like,
where
I'm mad.
Nah. I think, and he's just like, nah. I think you're still mad. I think you're still mad. Well, if you ain't mad, you gonna say okay. You gonna say okay anyway. So
anyways,
It works. It works either way.
it's a win-win. It's a win. Hey,
it's a win-win.
because we recently said we're gonna start hugging it out. We
hugging.
get upset. Yeah, we just hug.
That's
Right?
it's gonna go. You know.
Oh, the hug.
That's the foreplay of it, bro.
Yeah, okay.
So we gonna take it up a notch,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Intimacy at a new level.
Come on.
Intimacy at a new level.
Try our technique and tell me how that works. And you be like, man, that hug was weak. I don't know hugs.
You're like
Hugging.
Don't go pick no fights either.
I want the whole thing. Hug.
Oh gosh.
I'm so mad at you. I'm gonna push you off of me for the hug. Get off me.
Hug. Over here to hug. We get ready to do this.
That's
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Where we at? I don't even know.
We don't know where we at.
Kevin done took me off.
I'm sorry. That's just me.
But we about to close out. I know that.
We are on our way to close out. So
but,
what's, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you got it.
Thank you.
You help me.
But as everything's been good so far.
Everything's been great.
So great so
amazing.
Far. It's been amazing. Y'all are so animated. It's hilarious.
Awesome. Yeah.
So
funny.
But we always like to share before we close out if there's any advice y'all would like to give on this topic of intimacy for new couples, married couples. What would that advice would be as far as intimacy, how to deepen their intimacy?
Spiritual intimacy is probably the number one thing. There's times when I'll just, at night we go on to bed already, and I might wake up and I might just be praying. And I'll reach over and touch her while I'm praying.
That's good.
Because that's the spiritual intimacy, and I might be praying about,
that's good.
So good.
Be dealing with.
That's good.
And I go into a deep prayer at different times. It's not every day. It's at different times.
Gotcha.
I really need it, and I'll go into it. So that's the spiritual intimacy part. It's nice when we pray together. That's nice also. The emotional intimacy is trying to fine tune and hone things you feel from this person to know when they're not feeling well, like, hey, I heard you moaning in your sleep last night. I know something is wrong. That's right. Yeah, I mean, like you said, seeing something because you're so in tune with that person, you know something's wrong. Something's right. Look at their face or the way they're being, they're being quiet, or they're just something is off, or they might be at odds with somebody and it's not normal. They're in a way. The physical, we talked about that. What was the third? What was the fourth one?
There's intellectual.
Being able to carry a conversation.
All right now. Yeah.
And not afraid to discuss those things that we're afraid to discuss.
Yes.
Come on. That's key.
Absolutely.
That's key.
The things we're most afraid to talk about are a lot of times the things that we do need to talk about.
Yeah. That's real.
Truly, and also making time for intimacy.
Come on.
Intentionally.
Be intentional about
Yes.
it. Yeah. Even if you got to put it on a calendar.
Yes.
Make
Period.
time.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
Set time apart. Like if it's at nighttime or if it's once a week, we're just gonna have our quiet time. Just separate yourself. Don't talk about stuff like work. Don't talk about stuff like kids, or bills, or
and really,
come away from social media. Just spend some quiet.
Really talk with each other, or hug it out. Sometimes just not talking. Just being close to each other.
Yeah.
If we can hug our phones, and spend hours swiping
all day.
You are preaching now. Yes.
What if we just took some of that time? And spent it with our spouse and did that.
And it doesn't even have to be like always talking. Sometimes we'll just cuddle and watch movies. Like binge watch movies.
That's it.
Just we're not even talking.
Right.
Or just fall asleep like that. Like just watching TV. Like just
it's real.
Make that time to have that
that's good.
That emotional, you're bonding. Like if you're at peace and I feel your peace, it makes me at peace.
That's good.
That's it.
If I know that you're feeling relaxed, it makes me relaxed. Right? If I know you're calm, it makes me calm.
That's it.
If I know you're happy, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's it. That's amazing. That is amazing. They touched on and broke down all of the different facets of intimacy.
They broke it all down. So
intellectual, emotional,
y'all got to play
spiritual, physical. Yeah,
you got to play for.
Yeah, we definitely are walking away with some nuggets. We've learned some things.
Yeah, but we always learn with y'all.
All the time.
Y'all always dropping something. Some parables. They always dropping something.
All the time. They are always dropping parable, always dropping the nuggets, always dropping marriage ministry. And so that, the viewers here who may not know you well can connect with you and get some of those nuggets the way we do. Get some of that marriage advice the way we do. Let's now share with them how they can connect with you in regards to marriage ministry.
Come on, y'all.
Well, you can join us every third Saturday.
Yes.
for a group date night. We are under our church, Victory in Christ Christian Center. We have a marriage small group.
Yes.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
And you can find us on Facebook at VICCC. Iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
And also, you could check out www.chaseyourdessert.
Yes.
And we do events. We do couples coaching.
Yes.
And we just wanted to let you know that you can have clean Christian fun. Make time. Make time. Designate time to have fun. Yeah. Because that's important with everyday life. But just clean fun.
Right. Chase Your Dessert teaches you that. Listen, we host events.
Yes.
But we also do relationship coaching. Chase Your Dessert.
That's good.
Chase Your Dessert, what that means is about chasing the passions.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
That's about food.
Right.
About chasing the passions.
Right.
And even being single, some people will come and say, well, it's just for married people, but I'm not married, I'm single. Well, even when you're single,
you have passions.
And you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
You're in a relationship with yourself. And sometimes we're at odds with ourselves. We may be doing something, but we're not in agreement with ourselves about what we're doing. And we got to work on that relationship.
Good, bro.
He dropping again.
With ourselves so we can be in a relationship with someone else.
Yeah.
And the purpose of doing the events and doing that is because sometimes in everyday life, we get tired. We get tired. Like, we have these dreams, we have these visions, great things we want to do, but we forget to have fun while we're doing it. And even in marriage, we forget to have fun. So pause.
That's right.
Spend some quality time together and have fun.
Chase that dessert.
That's what I like about y'all groups. It's very intentional. It's intentional.
Yes.
And there's a lot of married people that don't go out, but just go out just because they're in y'all group.
That's
true.
What I mean? We never know.
You're pouring something into them to start something as well. So it's an intentional group, man.
Absolutely.
And that's what we love about it. So,
iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
Chase Your Dessert.
Chase Your Dessert. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook under Chase Your Dessert.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I mean, I'm just blessed.
We're blessed to have y'all.
We are blessed, right?
Yeah. I'm glad we got y'all on, man. Y'all are awesome.
Y'all was
blessed to be here
once again.
Definitely.
We definitely appreciate you both. Armstrong Lovas for stopping by the Lovers and Friends podcast.
Yeah.
We are so grateful for your pour. And so before we sign off, we always like to share with our viewers those two main nuggets before we go. If you are dating and also engaged, we always say make sure that you surround yourself with like-minded communities, marriage communities, biblical sound counsel before you get married, right? Biblical sound counsel and communities like Iron Sharpens Iron and Chase Your Dessert. And even for those who are married, we also say the same thing. Make sure you surround yourself with biblical sound counsel and marriage communities to continue to have your marriage thrive and have your intimacy evolve and be reignited. So we thank the Armstrong Lovas once again for being here with us.
Yeah.
We hope that you have gotten something out of this episode with the Armstrong Lovas. And until next time, here's the Lovers and Friends podcast. We will leave you with God's peace.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.